So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Jupiter in the 12th house as your Atmakaraka. As in, what happens when Jupiter is in the 12th house while it's controlling the highest degree in your particular birth chart. And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular position, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all your astrological details, check out the links here at karisastrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and a link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, where I'm currently showing one of the easiest way of understanding astrology, which is Nandinadi. Okay. Probably one of the most successful course ever that I've produced. So, Jupiter in the 12th house as the Atmakaraka, regardless of the sign, the very first thing that you will see. See, Atmakaraka is a planet with the highest degree that is closest to the 30th degree point. So, for example, we don't use planets like Rahu, Ketu, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay. Some people say I use Uranus as the Atmakaraka. I'm like, okay, then you're in a completely different world than the actual world of the rishis. So yeah, we don't use those at all. You can make things up and use them, and I don't know, maybe you'll get results, but yeah, let's not go there. But see, what the Atmakaraka shows is you have an underlining, unfinished business with that particular planet. The soul has made a contract with that particular planet that I'm going to come in and either I'm going to suffer as my jaunt from birth to death, or I'm going to finish some task that I'm here to finish. That's what it is. It's not it. Atmakaraka usually isn't so much of fun and games. Atmakaraka is more of a responsibility and paying off debt. It's pretty much paying off debt. That's what it is. So here, one thing you will see with Jupiter in the 12th house. And this is something you will see only after marriage. You will have a hard time balancing your home life and your guru's life and your spiritual life. When you have a guru, when you follow some guru, it becomes the obstacle between you and your marriage. And now that becomes a responsibility that you have to balance that out. Either the wife or the husband will say, either you choose the guru or you choose me. There would be these bows. Even if they don't mean it, it'll come out in anger. 12th house Jupiter will show that this person has to. They must leave their loved ones and go far away to pursue their wisdom and knowledge. If you don't, you will have lack of wisdom, lack of intelligence, lack of knowledge. Now, your Jupiter could be in the 12th house. You could still be in your hometown. You could still be in India. But I'm talking about Atmakaraka. Please don't forget that. Maybe your Jupiter is the Amatyakaraka, Putrakaraka, Gatanikaraka. Doesn't matter. Here the responsibility is, remember what I said, that usually this particular Jupiter or any Atmakaraka is not going to be so pleasant to deal with. You're not going to enjoy the pleasantry of that planet so much. So what's going to happen with this Jupiter in the 12th? You might actually be so close to your family and friends and the people that you live nearby that leaving them is just going to be breaking your heart. Okay. But you're going to have to leave. If you want to progress, you want to understand divinity in a higher form, you're going to have to leave. The other thing, there's going to be a strong karma connected with investments. One is going to have to learn investments and investing the money and kind of like evolving the money and revolving the money. You know, I actually have seen quite a bit of investment bankers with this 12th house Jupiter and as the Atmakaraka, because they're here to learn the wisdom of how to kind of deal with money, how to deal with growing of the money. That's what becomes important here. Okay. So that's one thing. The other thing you will see that usually with Jupiter in the 12th, your place of residency will be right next to some educational place, like some school. Even at a walking distance, you will have a school near your home. And the other thing, the older you get, the more you will desire to be away from people, to be away from, and it's not like you're running away, but the more wisdom you get in your life, the more you kind of like disconnect with people and their thinking. And you feel like you want to retreat back into some isolation. But Jupiter as the Atmakaraka will not allow you to do that, because you have unfinished business with society. So you have to go into isolation. You have to learn the wisdom. And then you have to give the wisdom. Why? Because the 7th from Jupiter is the 6th house. 7th is your bondage. So Atmakaraka's bondage is now the 6th house of everyday people, of society, of enemies, people you don't like, you have to deal with them. That's what this does. And yes, with Jupiter in the 12th, there's always going to be a strong karma with the guru. You will get connected. And this is usually, I'm saying, for people in the Eastern countries, India, because we have those concepts. In the Western way, whether you're in France or US, South America, there would be some form of karma with a mentor, professor, or a father-like figure. Okay, usually it can also be priest. But it's always going to be very different from one cultural preference to the other. But see, one thing you will see with this Jupiter, when it's in the 12th, even in early days, there would have been a lot of gaps or separation with the father. Because father may have had to travel, move away. And you had to learn wisdom from actually having a person of wisdom, person who can teach you things, to be away, far. And not only that, you have to go far away eventually as well to learn your things. And the thing is with this Jupiter, it blesses you extremely in terms of gaining your spiritual contexts, gaining your comfort and happiness through minimalism. The more minimalist you become, the better your life is going to be. This is why you see so many rich people with this Jupiter in the 12th house are depressed, chronically depressed. Why? Because they think the happiness is going to come through spending money, while it's going to come through minimizing that spending of the money. Okay. So anyway, guys, this is my analysis of Jupiter in the 12th house as your Atmakaraka. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. If you don't know where your Jupiter is placed along with other astrological details, check out the links here, karasastrology.com. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.